pretty. Leaving my mark like a I see no biggie. I ain't keeping up with what you was hearing on the internet. I ain't keeping up with the news. When I get that daily paper, stop playing me. Pap.
Hello, new world, all the boys and girls. I got some true stories to tell. You're back outside, but they still lied. Whoa, yeah. Take off the foo-foo, take off the cloud chase, take off the Wi-Fi, take off the money phone, take off the car loan, take off the flex and the white loss, take off the weird jewelry. I'ma take 10 steps, then I'm taking off top 5. Take off them fabricated streams and the microwave memes. It's a real world outside. Take off your idols, take off the runway, take off the Cairo, take off the Sandro Pay, 5-day stay, take off for the meal, hella follow. Take off the fuck flag, take off reception, take off the cop with the iPad. Take off the allure, take off the unsure, take off decisions I lack. Take off the fake deep, take off the fake woke, take off the
At the confluence of the three rivers, the Ohio, the Allegheny, and the Monongahela, we are here at Pittsburgh's Acrisure Stadium. Today, we've got a Week 6 matchup for you here between the Tampa Bay Buccaneers and the Pittsburgh Steelers. Set to go now in Week 6 of the NFL season, and we are underway on EA Sports. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Here's the leading rusher amongst rookies last season, Najee Harris. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Call it no gain on the game's first play, and it's second down now. Well, this defense for the Bucs, they played extremely well last week in the win over Atlanta.
And no matter what's done throughout a ball game, it always comes back to blocking and tackling. That's the essence of football. But I think it's hard for people to understand just how difficult it is to tackle, especially open field. Very few missed tackles on tape that I saw last game. This team does a nice job of getting their opponents on the ground.
Maybe I'm wrong, but it looked like even if he had opted to keep that, I don't think there was going to be much to gain.
Seemed like it was perfectly defense. And know what they say, those guys on the other side, they get paid too.
Throwing on third down. Here's Pickett. That ball caught. It's Mark Andrews, the tight end. And 21 yards there as they convert on third.
In what many term is a down year for rookie quarterbacks, the Steelers took Pickett 20th overall because they knew him better than any other quarterback in the draft. They consider him the most pro-ready passer in the class. He's got plenty of gunslinger in him as well. You give him an inch of space to make a throw, he's going to try and make it into a mile.
Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up second and 11. The Steelers had a disappointing 1-4 as they start play. Now, they were losers last time out, trying to turn things around here in this one.
And it always helps to have a home crowd behind you, giving you encouragement as long as you give them something good to cheer about. So you know they just want to come out and play well for their faithful, and I expect them to do just that.
Meanwhile, Pickett's throw into the hands of Pickens. On the move past the 40. They'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25. Good yardage after the catch as that played good for 30 and a first. That's evidence of why you spend a high draft pick on a receiver, isn't it, Charles?
It certainly is. His ability to make plays like that, and we've seen flashes of it from him so far in his rookie season. But also, it opens things up for the rest of the offense because they have to bring their attention to him as well.
Pickett now on first down. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
And not a common sight, at least on this drive. A momentary setback, though, for this passing game that has been moving well this series. Good thing for them, though. Still 2 more downs to connect and try to pick up another first down.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Pickett, he'll look to throw it. Eluding the pressure right. And not wanting to take a shot out of the pocket. He tucks it and goes down. They get to him for a loss of 4, and it brings up 3rd down on the sack.
Brandon, so often we talk about whether or not a quarterback was surprised by the pressure, by the blitz. Most of the time they're not surprised by that, but the speed in which someone gets there. And on this play, I don't think he had any other chance or choice.
Are they taught in that situation just to tuck it and go down?
Yeah, when you don't even have an opportunity to look downfield and assess what's going on, cover it, take care of the football. Don't turn something bad into something worse.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And that is incomplete.
They really had a good drive going there, but a nice recovery by the defense these past few downs, able to knock that one away on 3rd down and bring up what I think for the offense, an unexpected 4th down here.
So Pickett is off to the sideline, and Chris Boswell is on for the Steeler field goal try. From the right hash, it's a 46-yard attempt. Boswell's kick is good, and the Steelers will jump out to a 3-zip lead. In the end, the opening drive, Charles, does yield points. Maybe not the touchdown that they wanted, though.
Yeah, but bottom line, they wanted to get something out of that drive, and they did that. 3 points, they won't turn that down at all.
Fielded just outside the goal line. And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19. They'll start out on the ground. It's Leonard Fournette. And not a whole lot to speak of there as they'll bring him down shy of the 20. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
A quick throw there going to be batted away and incomplete.
Man coverage is certainly a staple of their defense, and it's built for plays like that, forcing that incompletion.
After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked up by Minkah Fitzpatrick. And the Steelers are going to take possession of the football.
When you're in man coverage, you have help over the top, you become a much more confident defender. Trail the receiver and know that someone over the top can make a play, and that's exactly what happened here. The free safety coming up with the interception.
Now a first down carry for Harris. And he's got this down a yard or 2 shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds. They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Back to throw, Pickett. Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. That one good for 37 yards. Harris is not going to get a whole lot, maybe a yard down to the 3. So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal. Again, it's Harris, and this time he'll lose yardage as the defense not giving him any room to operate. He'll wind up losing 3, and now it's 3rd down. Looking to throw, Pickett. Touchdown! George Pickens, his 3rd touchdown now on the year, and they're able to add on to their advantage. Chris Boswell now for the extra point. He's got it, and now it's a 10-0 lead here in the opening quarter. So an early 10-0 lead for them now as they kick it away. And they'll let that one go as it skips through the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. Well, Charles, it's kind of gut check time. Look, I know it's early, first quarter, just their 2nd drive of the game, but they've already thrown the interception, given up the score. You're down double digits. They got to figure out something, and pretty quickly here.
No doubt about it. And when we look at that sideline, I'm sure you're observing the same thing I am. I don't like the body language at all. They look like they're in a state of stunned disbelief. So to me, we always talk about someone stepping up and making a big play. I think it would behoove them if multiple guys step up and make big plays right now. They need something positive to happen, and they need for it to happen now.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete.
And he's missed now his first 4 passing attempts. The rhythm is just not there to begin this ball game.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Cousins. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
That looks like it's going to be 2 empty possessions now to start this football game. I think they're going to have to sit down and talk about what worked for them last week in their win. Sometimes you over-game plan, overthink things. Get back to what works.
Here's Austin. So possession goes over here on the punt. And the Steelers will go on offense here, 1st and 10. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. They're looking sharp, out early to a 10-zip lead and looking for more as they've got it 1st and 10. And he will lose yardage on the play, back at his own 19-yard line. Vita Vea stopped that play in its tracks.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. Pickett will look to throw it here. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
3rd and long for Pickett. Going for the deep ball. He's got a man, complete. And they're going to get this down inside the 20. Well, we saw this plenty last year in college. He loved to take his shots downfield, and that throw, that was a thing to behold there.
Boy, that was something to watch, wasn't it? How about the way these guys came out here in the first quarter? They really put their stamp on this game early with their play calls, and they certainly look good so far.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up second down.
And I can see the officials kind of looking at each other down there, silently wondering, does this meet the level of grounding? Fortunately, he did have a receiver in the area, but I have seen less obvious throwaways called as penalties.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Pickett to the goal line, but it's incomplete.
They haven't been able to stop them so far this series, but getting a nice little stand from their defense now.
Johnson was the intended receiver, and it's 3rd down. Right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains. Pickett right back to the air again. Able to find his man. It's Pickens. And the Steelers are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. Second quarter action from Pittsburgh. It is the Steelers in control of the football as they go to work on a 1st and goal. Harris running straight ahead, and he's in. Touchdown, Steelers. Najee Harris, his 5th rushing touchdown now on the year. And his guys now an extra point away from taking a 3-score lead. Boswell for the extra point. He's got it, and it's 17-0. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. Still in the first half, but this offense has struggled. Haven't really been able to get anything going, not only in the points category, but in the yards category. Let's see if they can do better here on this drive. Mike Evans, he's going to go. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. And we didn't even get a chance to settle in for that drive. A quick strike of 75 yards, and they find the end zone.
Don't you get the sense that film study was behind this one, that they saw something that they thought they could take advantage of? The key is calling it in the right situation, knowing when it exists to go to it. They did exactly that. They've got to feel really good about what they did in advance of this game.
Just looking down at the sideline now, their defense is like, man, can you have strung that out just a few plays, give us a break, back out there.
Hey, man, get that water break and get on out there and play.
Fielded just outside the goal line. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They have to be pleased with the way that they've moved the football thus far.
And why wouldn't they be? 2 touchdowns on a field goal in their first 3 possessions. They're playing so well right now, the field goal probably feels like a disappointment.
16 yards right off the bat and a first down.
Well, as we've learned over the years, just because a guy plays left tackle doesn't mean he doesn't have run blocking abilities. And we just saw it there. Controlled the line of scrimmage, created a big gain.
That's kind of a bonus. He's there to protect that high value that you have back under center, but he creates space in the run game.
Yeah, not only can he dance, he can mash too.
On 1st and 10, it's Pickett. Buying time to his left. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
They certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
So line of scrimmage still the 39 on 2nd and 10. A run with Harris out of the shotgun. And he'll get this out past the 45 to the 47. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there.
He did have the touchdown run earlier, but not a heck of a lot more than that throughout this game.
No, not at all. In fact, I would say that this defense has done as good of a job on him as they have on any runner in recent memory. The offense on 3rd down, they've been near perfect. 4 for 5 to this point. This time they face a 3rd and 2. From the gun, here's Pickett. That's swung out wide to Harris. And he will have a Steelers first down by about a yard as they're able to convert on 3rd and 2. Gotta say, I was a little surprised to see him, Charles, come out in the shotgun on 3rd and less than a yard.
Yeah, but the way the NFL is nowadays, we hardly ever see anyone really run for it on short yardage. So they're going to throw the football more times than not. That was a nice, easy rhythm throw right there, and they pick up the first down.
On the give, this is Harris. Taken down at the 47-yard line.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Working out of the gun, it's Pickett. He's got his man, it's Andrews. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And that'll leave him with a 3rd and just a yard.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on 2nd down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives him a much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
This will be play number 7 on the drive. 3rd and a yard. Trying to pick it up on the ground with Harris. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. It's a pickup of 6.
We both know it's difficult, but they've made it look effortless out there. Through the air, on the ground, they've moved the ball with relative ease.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. They'll keep it on the ground. Harris again. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
With his size, he's a tough man to bring down, but they do a nice job there stopping his progress and not allowing him to get back to the line of scrimmage.
Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. Pickett now from the gun here. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked up by Sean Murphy-Bunting. And the Bucs are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line.
Well, it certainly felt like he was going to challenge this defense no matter what, and he stepped up and tried to throw it to the outermost edge of the zone coverage, and they were more than ready for him. The problem now is if they are limited in what they're doing throwing the football, they got to figure out how to move it without being able to throw it to the outside and throw it downfield.
Following the interception, Cousins. And that's complete. It's Chris Godwin. And he'll be tackled at the 23 after a gain of 3.
Fired that one in there, able to make connection on a nice in route.
With those faster passes and they're going that fast, any hesitation as a quarterback that the deflection, if you miss, might be bigger and lead to an interception?
Yeah, and the deflection works both ways. Maybe a defender gets a hand in the way and it pops in the air. And sometimes you throw it so hard your receiver can't handle it, and he pops it up in the air for the defenders to grab as well.
But a moot point there as they were able to connect. That one a first down pickup of 8. Fournette on the counter. To about the 35, 2nd down.
Well, you don't turn your nose up at a gain of 4, do you? They'll take that on first down. Playbook's got to be pretty well open on 2nd and 6.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Cousins. Airing this one out for Evans. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
The offense schemed going 5 wide, trying to create a chance for the big shot, and they took it. If he comes down with that one, that's a huge offensive swing. But credit the defense with a nice play, knocking that one away.
On 3rd down, Cousins. They'll swing this out to Fournette. And they're going to get this up to midfield. 1:55 left to go in the first half of play. Cousins now from the 50. Looking for Jones, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Minka Fitzpatrick. That's back-to-back drives that have looked pretty good. The offense was moving the ball, but in both cases, the defense comes up with a big INT to get off the field.
How about the layers of intrigue that continue to get added as we watch this game unfold? Both offenses, they're a little bit discouraged with how their drives ended. How will each respond now and can either mount another positive series that ends in points for their team?
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Pickett lost it. But it looked like the Steelers were able to recover, and they will indeed hold on to the ball. We always hear a lot of veterans on the defensive side of the football. They talk about smelling blood in the water, putting pressure on a rookie. They got to him there to force it free, but couldn't recover it.
And you mentioned the pressure. Rookie quarterback, you're going to bring more pressure at him at all times because you don't know how he's going to hold up. He was fortunate there. Luck was on his side, able to recover that fumble.
On 2nd and a long way to go. Pickett. And he'll slide to a halt here. Still a little shy of the first down marker. The Bucs going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
Partner was a definite passing down, but he was able to leak out and pick up some good yardage, even though the coverage was excellent. Maybe it's not exactly how they drew it up, but he still got a big chunk of yardage on 2nd down.
Here's Pickett. Oh, looking for Andrews downfield. And this one is incomplete.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about.
So on trots the field goal unit, and wow, this is going to be a challenge here. And that will wind up just short. He had it on line. It ran out of gas at the end, and the lead will hold at 10.
I don't care who you are. 60 yards is a very ambitious attempt. Hard to make even in practice in the best of conditions. And now, worst of all, you give the other guys the ball to start their drive at midfield.
Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Over the middle, complete. It's Evans. And they'll get this down to around the 47-yard line. To throw again on 2nd down. Cousins. That's to his running back, Leonard Fournette. And he's going to have a first down here as they're also into field goal range at the 28. First down. Here's Cousins. And incomplete on the deep ball.
Well, it hasn't been a banner first half for the defense trying to cover him today, but they'll take that one right there, helping force that incompletion.
So now they'll come up on 2nd and 10, once again from the 28. Now Cousins. Godwin's got it. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. A great play there as the first half is winding down. And the Bucs are able to cut into this lead in the final seconds of the first half. Extra point up and good by Suckup. And the lead's down to a field goal at 17-14. Time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. Fielded just outside the goal line. And not a good return here at all as they'll be forced to start at the 12-yard line. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. And they may just be content to take this 3-point lead and head into the locker room. Pickett to throw on first down. And he coughs up the football near his own goal line. And they've got it just 2 yards away from the end zone. They'll have it first and goal here from the 2-yard line.
With no running backs in the backfield to help pass protect, all the receivers in their patterns, is going to be hot routes if they sense a blitz or pressure on the quarterback. They've got to be prepared to break routes off early and get the football. In this case, never even had a chance. They popped the ball free in the backfield.
They'll try and run for it with Fournette. And he's into the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown. Leonard Fournette in the final seconds of the first half. And the Buccaneers have taken the lead here in the final stages of this first half. Extra point put through by Suckup, and that will make this a 4-point game. Seconds, all that remain here this first half as the kick gets away. This will be fielded inside the 5. So we have reached halftime here with the visiting Buccaneers out on top. As we send you down to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. We welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gunn, getting set for quarter number 3 here. The Bucs with a lead, and they'll get the football first as the second half is underway. Fielded just outside the goal line. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. As this offense takes the field to begin the opening drive of the second half, Charles, remember that first half, good through the air and really all around an outstanding offensive performance.
Absolutely. They reached the end zone several times. The passing game working awfully well, and most importantly, partner.
Yeah, they went to the tunnel with a lead. They come back out with that lead.
Absolutely. NFL coaches, we know they're perfectionists in a lot of ways, but they had to like what they saw in that first half.
And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up third down.
And plays like that are exactly what this defense needs here early in the second half to give it a little spark. I think their halftime adjustments, what they talked about, maybe it was just a little inspirational speech. Who knows? But it looks like they're ready to go.
And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. It'll be a gain of 6 that time as it moves the chains as well. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Fournette, a first down carry. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. 15 yards as Tampa Bay picks up the first. They've got the lead early here in the third quarter, and runs like that are how they establish that lead in the first half.
I love the fact that you're using the word lead because they are leading from the front, pounding on the defense right now with the running game, and truly establishing themselves here in the second half.
And this time they're able to bottle him up as they'll stop him at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be second down.
All runners count on their eyes to find the gaps and creases, to find open space. There was absolutely none on that one. Totally swallowed up on that play.
Throwing on second down. Cousins. And he's going to be intercepted a third time. William Jackson with a pick. And the Steelers are going to have the football here at their own 35-yard line. That is a tough way to start the third quarter. You get the football open and drive it down, put it in the end zone, and take the lead. Instead, they give them the football.
And I think the key here is for them to not get discouraged. That is not how they drew it up, not how they saw it in their mind. But there's a long way to go in this game. You know, they've just got to find a way to come back one play at a time. Yes, it's a cliche, but they can get it done.
Shaquille Barrett in on the tackle.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
Harris going to get it again on second down. And he'll grab a gain of 5 out of this up to the 41-yard line.
I think we can safely say that those types of plays are the backbone of this offense. We know not every run's going to be a big hitter, but you know they'll take that type of result on each and every attempt.
And the Bucs with an extra defender in the secondary now on third down. Pickett back to throw. Toward the sideline, and he will have the first down as he was able to keep the feet in bounds. They give him 7 yards on the play, and they do pick up the conversion on third down. Challenge flag is out. Todd Bowles not pleased with the ruling on the field, and he's going to ask the officials to take another look. So the challenge there does not go their way. This will indeed remain a completed pass. Pickett sets up play action. Looking left side, Andrews with it complete. And he's going to be taken down just shy of the 35.
And he's the epitome of what we call the move tight end, a guy that you can line up anywhere, in the slot, out wide, in tight, doesn't really matter. Because he has such great skills, you want to utilize him in all aspects of your passing offense.
And there he was in the slot for the catch. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Now here's another carry for Harris. And he'll get about 3 as he's brought down to the 28. So it's the big left tackle who gets tagged with a hold.
And sometimes you're actually executing the block well, and he starts to slip off of you, and instinctively you reach out and grab him. And when it's done like that, it's often seen by the official and called.
Now they face a 2nd and long following the holding penalty. Now Pickett. And this is taken in at the 5. And in for the Steelers touchdown. Mark Andrews, 38 yards. And the Steelers have retaken a third-quarter lead. Well, partner, I mean, if anybody was still questioning whether or not he had an NFL-caliber arm, I think you can toss that right out the window. That was a heck of a throw right there.
I would agree totally. Question it no more. This rookie, big-time throw right there. Great poise, stepped up, trusted he could lay it in there perfectly, and he knew that his guy was going to make the catch on the other end. Nice collaboration.
Extra point put through by Boswell, and that gives him a 3-point lead. Kick it away after the touchdown. Fielded just outside the goal line. And he's going to be brought down inside the 5 at the 3.
Well, not exactly a banner return, so he doesn't give his offense a whole lot of room to work with. They've got to go a long way now to try and score some points. I do know this from experience. There will be a few comments muttered his way by the offense as they head out on the field.
Trying to get the run game going. This is Fournette. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
I think it's pretty evident. We can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. And that's going to leave them with just 1 timeout remaining still in the third quarter. We'll see if that comes back to haunt them. We'll be back. Out of his end zone, Cousins. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be third down. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yeah, so let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They're giving him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
Now the terrible towels in full force now as the Steelers get set to defend this 3rd and long. That's complete to White. And some space here. And he gets it to the 30 when it's all said and done. A big play that time on the catch and run. And it'll move the chains. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Here's Cousins. Oh, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete.
Partner, what we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
A quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete.
His back has been a dependable safety valve all game, so he went back to him when his first read was covered. Just unable to connect, so the play results in no gain.
Terrible towels in full force now as the Steelers get set to defend this 3rd and long. From the gun, here's Cousins. Looking deep for Julio. And that's caught inside the 30. And they'll work this down inside the 30. And we are keeping a close eye on his catches. A really close eye now because that's number 899 in his career. The next one will give him 900. Cousins on 1st down. And this is going to fall to the ground. Incomplete. That very nearly their 4th pick of the game. Instead, 2nd down.
What would look like a march to the end zone has hit a momentary roadblock with that incompletion. No need to panic. They just got to come up with a high percentage play call and see if they can get their offense back on track.
He's going to take a shot for the end zone. And Evans hauls it in. Touchdown, Bucs. Kirk Cousins with 3 touchdown passes now in the afternoon. And the Buccaneers have taken the lead here in the final seconds of the 3rd quarter.
We see this route all the time, but when it's well executed, it's a beauty.
It feels like the fade takes forever to develop, like that ball is just hanging in the air.
And the reason why is that the receiver is trying his best to work the defender inside and give himself space to fade away from him and catch the football, and that's exactly what happened there.
Now it's Ryan Suckup on after the touchdown to kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And they'll be looking to build off of a nice drive last time, a drive that really relied on the quarterback.
Making good decisions, distributing the ball well, distributing it accurately, keeping it away from danger. A really nicely run drive.
But now the defense, what adjustments do they need to make in the passing game?
Pass rush, pass rush, pass rush. Whether it's the guys up front or maybe you bring additional guys, but you've got to disrupt the timing of them throwing the football.
We'll see if they can disrupt it here. So both teams trade touchdowns, and the 3rd as we're through 3 quarters of play. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. To the air on 1st down with Pickett. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. Fortunate to get that football back because trailing here in the 2nd half, last thing they needed was to lose the possession.
And the word I think of here is opportunity because it could have been lost there. Their chance to score points. But the opportunity for the defense was to go ahead and really close this game down if they were able to get possession.
The fumble on 1st down now. Here's 2nd down. They hand this off to Harris. And some good acceleration there as he's across midfield to the 48-yard line. 59 yards rushing for him now on 17 carries.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the 4th quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down 4th quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. So from Buccaneer territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. They run again with Harris. And down to the 44, 5 yards that time.
If you're a coach, you'll absolutely take that run every time on first down because it really sets you up to go in a number of directions here on second.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. They run with Harris. And he'll get it down on the play to the 37. 7 yards there and a first down.
Another carry for their leader and a good one. It's crunch time. They'll need him to continue to be productive in both the run and passing game in order for them to try and snatch a victory.
They run with Harris. And he'll fight forward on the straight-ahead running for just a couple of yards. 2nd down.
They suspected it was a power play up the middle coming at them, and boy, were they right. That defense got downhill in a hurry and limited them to just a couple on first down.
On 2nd down, this is Harris. And they'll get this one down to about the 20-yard line. The Steelers picking up 15 yards there and a first down.
And that's the big fella's MO right there. Running through tackles, keeping the sticks moving forward. And this defense, if you don't bring 11 guys to the ball to try and get him on the ground, he's going to keep making runs like that. I feel the press box shaking every time he touches the rock.
They'll run. Here's Harris. And he's only going to get a yard from the 20 to the 19.
He's had success on this drive, but not on this play.
Finally, they bowed up defensively. I think they were determined not to let him take it pretty much all the way down the field.
Yeah, it looks like they handled their run responsibilities correctly this time. What we call them run fits, everyone was in the right place.
Now Pickett will look to pass it. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there. Throwing on 3rd down. Here's Pickett. And he's got his tight end. That's Andrews. And the Steelers are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
And he's maybe going to get this back to the 4, but that's about all. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal. But down here near the goal line, you don't think of a cornerback in run coverage, but he made the stop.
Yeah, most of the cornerbacks we know, they want to be those pass defenders and take away one half of the field. But the best ones in the game are the complete cornerbacks, able to tackle and run support, as we just saw there.
The 2nd down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there.
Well, Brandon, we always know that once you score 1 touchdown,
you're
without a doubt. And so far today, he's got 1, but was denied as he tried to get this.
And this time he is in. Najee Harris, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Steelers answer back with a touchdown of their own to take a 4th quarter lead. Boswell good with the extra point, and that gives him a 3-point lead. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And they will be looking to answer the touchdown their defense just surrendered. Still a good chunk of time remaining here in the 4th quarter and a chance to regain the lead in a tight one. They begin with a run by Fournette. And a short pickup to about the 27. It'll be 2nd down.
He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one and might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
From the 27, Cousins. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
I certainly thought he had an open look beyond the first down marker to his receiver, but they just couldn't connect, and that will send them back to the drawing board.
One of the bigger plays in the game thus far. The crowd getting into it as we come up on a big third down. Working out of the gun, Cousins. Looking downfield for Godwin. It's caught inside the 25. 3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the fourth. So barely time to catch our breath. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the red zone. Now Cousins. And he wisely will throw that one away.
That's certainly not the worst thing. It stops the clock and lets your offense catch its breath and lets us exhale a little bit. Now I expect them to call a couple plays in the huddle so they're ready if a tackle happens inbounds.
Now Cousins. He'll get that out to the flat to White. And they've got this down to about the 12-yard line. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. The Steelers now in the nickel here on 3rd down. Cousins. And that's going to be knocked away in the end zone. It's incomplete.
Partner, they've got one chance left to keep this one going, and I think for you and me, let's think along with their offensive coordinator now. Has to think back, cycle through every play of this contest, and remember what's worked and what hasn't. Because right here, he needs the best play of the game in order to keep this one alive.
Desperation time. Cousins on 4th down. Open man is Godwin. It's complete. And the Buccaneers are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. Well, they did the part they had to do. Quick throw got the first down.
But that doesn't allow them to relax. They still have plenty of work to do.
Here's White. And he's maybe going to get this back to the 4, but that's about all. The Steelers signal for the second of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. The free safety roaming all the way up to the line of scrimmage to make that stop.
How about his ability to trust his eyes and figure out it was not a pass play and go fast towards the line of scrimmage in order to make that tackle.
And he gets halfway there from the 4 to the 2 on a gain of 2. Now the defense will burn their 3rd and final timeout. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play, 3rd and goal. They'll try to punch it in with Fournette. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but I believe he might be a few inches short. The Bucs forced to use their 3rd and final timeout as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this 4th quarter. 4th down, Cousins. And this is caught. Touchdown. And they've taken the lead here in the final minute.
CD, that was an all-or-nothing drive to win this football game, and they rose to the occasion to take the lead here in the waning moments.
And how about how they got it done? No timeouts left. They take it downfield, execute perfectly, and get it done. Now they don't leave their opponent with a heck of a lot of time on the clock.
Now it's Ryan Suckup on after the touchdown to kick it away.
From way up at the 23.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive.
As this offense comes back out here, Charles, they're trailing in this ball game. And they've been on the sideline for a while. They did score their last time out, but they just had to watch that long, sustained drive, so we'll see if they can shake the rust off.
Yeah, and that's always a question that you have when you have to come off the bench after having sat there for a long time. Are you ready to go? Are you loosened up? But even more so, are you mentally alert and ready to put your best product out there?
Ball on the 30 as they come up 2nd and 10.
Pickett to throw.
Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
Probably time for 2 more shots, and ideally, they'd like to get to midfield or so they have a chance at a Hail Mary on the final play.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10.
Here's Pickett.
He's going to let it fly.
On a huge mistake late, it's intercepted. Picked off by Jamel Dean.
3rd and long that time. He was trying to make something happen, but a little too risky.
Well, the field tilted on him, and what I mean by that is what you said, 3rd and long. Got to push it downfield to try and pick up the first down. Defensive backs live for this situation, and they took advantage of the young man right there.
A handoff, Fournette running left. And he's taken down inside the 30. So time has run out on what will be a Tampa Bay victory, and they were really helped by their defense forcing 3 turnovers.
I think what we saw in this one, today's defense. And what I mean by that is in the old days, pitching shutouts was big time. That was paramount. But the big thing was holding people down, holding down their yardage, right? Don't let them throw the ball through the air and gain a lot of... But now, it's about taking the ball away. Taking away possessions, getting the ball back for their offense. They had 3 takeaways in this one, and it led them to victory.
So for the Bucs, their strong start to the year continues as they're up to 5-1. And they'll have another road date next week with the Carolina Panthers. Meanwhile, for Pittsburgh, the losses are piling up as they drop to 1-5 now. And they'll look to regroup next week as they head down to Miami to take on the Dolphins.
It's that hate, boy.
Yeah, my day ones here to dance at the beginning. So you know it's only right, that's how we hit it. Came all the way from losing to winning. Yeah, I did it. But it ain't just me, it's the whole team. Share with the